I was supposed to shake the principal's hand, smile for the camera, and move on. Instead, I kissed the boy my parents warned me about in every version of a nightmare. The gym was packed sweat and nerves soaking the air thicker than August heat. The valedictorian had just finished her speech about dreams and roads diverging, and then it was my name echoing over the microphone. Elliot Brennan, class president. I should have gone up. Instead, I stepped back and whispered to my brother Liam, "It's your moment. Go." The crowd clapped, confused. Liam stumbled forward, caught between pride and panic, and took the mic with shaking hands. I didn't stay to hear what he said. I had bigger things on my mind like him. Jackson Rivera, the tattooed guy who sat at the back of chemistry class and once made a teacher quit by saying nothing at all. The guy who disappeared for a week after punching the principal's son so hard he had to get dental reconstruction. The guy who, for reasons I still couldn't explain, had looked at me once in sophomore year like I wasn't just another name on the honor roll. And now he was waiting by the exit doors. Alone. Always alone. I walked straight toward him, every step a rebellion, my chest caving and expanding at once. He looked at me like he knew what I was going to do, like he wanted it, but didn't dare hope. "You came," I said. "I told you I would," he said, voice low like thunder before a summer storm. "You didn't answer my texts for 3 weeks. I was trying to disappear clean. Thought it'd be easier for you. I could have said something smart, something poetic, but I didn't. I just grabbed his collar, pulled him down, and kissed him like I'd spent 4 years pretending I didn't want to." Gasps. Then silence. Then chaos. And none of it mattered. 2 years earlier, I wouldn't have dared look Jackson in the eyes. He was the kind of boy who didn't ask for space, he took it. Kids like me stayed out of his way, stuck to AP classes and safe conversations about future colleges. But one night in junior year, the fire alarm went off during finals week. Everyone flooded into the parking lot half asleep and angry, and somehow we ended up standing next to each other under the same flickering light. He was smoking. I was coughing. He offered me a drag. I shook my head. "You ever break the rules?" he asked. "Not my thing." "That's a shame. You've got the face of a runaway." That was the first time he smiled at me. The second time, I found him in the art wing after hours, sketching alone. I was supposed to be prepping for student council, but I couldn't stop looking at the way his hands moved across the paper like he was chasing something he'd never catch. We never really made plans. We just started, being near each other. Sometimes in the bleachers after practice, sometimes behind the science building, always far enough from everyone else that no one would guess. He was broken in a way that made me feel less ashamed of my cracks. My father once told me love was supposed to fix you, but loving Jackson didn't fix me. Taught me how to live with myself. But nothing gold stays, especially not in a town like ours. Rumors started. Whispers in locker rooms. Golden Boy Brennan and Rivera? Nah. Saw them near the locker room, bet Brennan's gay. He's gonna throw it all away. I didn't fight back. I disappeared instead. Blocked his number. Deleted his sketch he gave me. Voted most likely to succeed with a hollow grin and a hand in my pocket. Senior year was silent. Jackson stopped showing up. He got suspended for something no one would talk about, and when he came back, he walked the halls like a ghost. I watched him vanish from the edges of my world like he'd never been part of it. Until last night. He was waiting by my house, leaning on his motorcycle, hands in his jacket, eyes like thunderclouds. "I'm leaving after this," he said. "Going west. Don't know where. Just out." I said nothing. My throat felt like barbed wire. "Figured you'd want to know. You came all the way here for that?" "I came to see if you'd stop me." The kiss wasn't planned. Neither was giving up the stage for Liam. But I think somewhere deep down, I knew I'd already made up my mind. I wasn't going to be a cautionary tale in someone else's success story. I wasn't going to bury the one thing that ever made me feel real. So I kissed him. I kissed the boy who once told me he had nothing to offer but silence and bruises and a heart that loved ugly. And he kissed me back like he wanted to unlearn every bad thing he'd ever been taught about love. After that, the world cracked open. Teachers fumbled over announcements. My parents sat frozen at the end of the bleachers. Someone's grandma fainted. And Jackson? He just stared at me like I'd set him on fire. "You didn't have to do that," he said in the parking lot later. "Yeah, I did," I said. "You'll lose everything." "No. I just finally chose something that mattered." He touched my face, gently, like I might vanish. "I don't want to be your mistake." "You're not," I whispered. "You're the only thing that's ever felt right." He smiled, for real this time, and then he held out his helmet. "Ride with me." I didn't hesitate. We didn't leave forever. We just left long enough to remember what freedom tasted like. The desert, the coastline, cheap motels, bad tattoos, shared cigarettes and roadside breakfast at 2 a.m. He sketched me once on a napkin. I still carry it in my wallet. Eventually, we came back. We faced the whispers, the tension, the way people squinted like they couldn't quite believe we were still together. And still we stayed. Liam told everyone I saved his big day. He started saying he wanted to be like me. I told him, don't. Be better. If you'd asked me 2 years ago where I'd be after graduation, I would have said Stanford or Columbia. Top of my class, degree in hand, future mapped. But now I'm still figuring it out. Still in love with the boy they said would never make it. Still writing our story one day at a time. And every time someone asks me why I threw away my perfect record for a boy with a record, I just smile and say, I didn't throw anything away. I just finally learned what was worth keeping. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.